What up? What up? What up? What's good, everybody? If you're just joining us, welcome to MNG and Jeff No Chaser, the live podcast experience. Jeff, what's good with you, man?
You can't call it, bro. What's popping?
Man, I don't know, man. Hey, we living right now.
Right now, we is shit. Give us a couple of months.
Just a couple.
Couple months.
Oh
It's about
Lord.
to change, boy. A lot of stuff.
So we're here to talk about the inauguration and the election. Well, not the election, but we talking about the inauguration that occurred on Martin Luther King's Day.
Hmm.
What is your thought about it happening on Martin Luther King's Day?
I mean, that's the day it always happened on anyway. So
No, I thought it always happened like, is it?
like 19th, 20th.
Oh,
So I
and
mean,
I mean,
it really didn't.
I never really pay attention because I rarely ever watch the inauguration.
I mean, I feel you. I
I
ain't
catch
mad
the
at you.
highlights, but I don't watch the whole thing.
I don't watch the whole thing. I don't even really catch the highlights. I just know when they be like, "Oh, it's about to be the inauguration. It's long as hell." People talking. So I
Now I
think.
heard it was a Detroit pastor there that was out there, preaching and saying some stuff. How you feel about that?
I mean, he was from Detroit.
He was from Detroit.
I ain't hear that
You
part.
didn't hear
But
that one?
no, I ain't hear that one.
Yeah, dude was from Detroit. I didn't catch his part,
Hmm.
but I seen that he was from Detroit. So I was like, dang, I was like, I ain't never heard of him. I know people was like, yeah, where church he at?
Right. I want to know what he said. I want to know. Unless they just trying to give Detroit a bad rap, and he was out there just going ham, and they like, oh, okay, that's Detroit. Well, we gonna have to go down and holler at Detroit type shit.
So speaking about that, I mean, I got a question for you.
All right, what up?
What do you think of the artist that performed at the inauguration, as well as the pastor because he was black that was at the inauguration? Do you think that those artists that were black, do you think that it was an opportunity to perform at the show, or do you think it was like a slap in the face to the black community?
I can't even really say it was a slap to the face. Reason being, everybody do something for money.
True.
Everybody do something for money. I don't care. I didn't see people uh go to a party that they hate that person just out of off of love of somebody else. So if they can do that and they talking about a couple of $1,000, 50, 60,000, or even a meal ticket,
Yeah.
you go turn down a meal ticket just because your political beliefs. So
Okay. I see your point there. I see your
yeah,
point
so
there.
I don't look at them no different because just I want to say when Trump first won,
Mm-hmm.
you know how Snoop was on
On IG
yeah,
Live.
on IG Live
Mm.
clowning. Oh, you
Yep.
Uncle Tom, you and guess what he did this time? He was the DJ. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think if I think Trump did that, uh, just to show him, money talking with all that bullshit you were saying on the
Mm.
internet didn't even matter because I'm about to slap you with this bread and have you turn around and do what you said do what you said you wouldn't do and was clowning somebody else for. So yeah, I don't look at them no different. They did it for money, man.
It's definitely, and I agree with you. It's definitely a business move.
Yeah.
And and the prime example that I look at is Nelly. When the last time you seen Nelly on tour?
I mean, he
Uh,
always you probably don't see him, but he always doing something. You know what I'm saying?
right.
He always doing
Right,
something.
you don't see him.
But
Like on his own nationwide tour.
I mean, I think he just
He
had
he
one
he
for real,
probably
for real.
he probably part of somebody else's tour, like
I mean, once you get
seasoned,
oh yeah, I wasn't gonna say that.
a
Once you
veteran,
once you get up in the game to where you got enough money to where you don't have to
go
go on
perform.
tours, and you might have to
Yeah.
perform, but you don't have to really go on tours like that.
Right.
So if somebody call and be like, man, I'll drop a bag if you come do a set for half hour to an hour, I'll drop, a meal ticket
Mhm.
or however much money. Anything over 50,000, and all you there for a half hour or hour, and you ain't did no touring, you just sitting at home. That's money in the bank right there. So
I agree.
I don't. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I don't see nothing wrong with it either. Um, I just look at it as this was an opportunity. Money talks. It's
Mm-hmm.
a whole business move.
Yep.
I also think that there probably was some back dealings as well. Maybe something happened in Trump's first 4 years that they was like, hey, he did something for those that
Have
have
money.
that have money and could do the things that they can do.
I don't even think it was that, bro. I just think it was a business decision. You know what I'm saying?
Ju-
If a businessman comes to you or his you know anybody out of his cabin say, "Yo, Nelly, we want you to play It's Hot in Here 10 times,
mhm.
and we'll give you $2 million." Or I know you don't like us, but you want this 2 million, or you just know you good. Some people will turn it down, but it's a lot of people that to be like, yeah, I take
It,
that too.
it's kind of like that saying where money it doesn't distinguish color.
Right.
You can do business with anybody
Mm-hmm.
as long as the money is available. That's just like I don't know if you ever seen that movie with Nicolas Cage and he sold guns.
Oh,
He was a gun
yeah,
runner.
yeah, good one. Yeah, I seen that.
He's a gun runner,
Yeah,
and it didn't matter whether he liked the people or whatever
yeah.
their cause was or whatever their religion was or whatever
Mm-hmm.
reason that they had for why they needed the guns. It was more so, hey, I have access to these weapons,
Yep,
and you need the weapons for war.
yep.
I don't care what you do with the
As
weapons.
long as the money green,
As
he
long as
was
the money
okay.
is green,
Yep.
that's all that matters. So I think it's kind of one of those situations is even though my belief is
This.
this,
Yeah,
but there's money over here. Hey, if he's talking about paying me $5 million to come in and DJ for an hour,
yeah. But I don't even think it's belief really for real. It's just they might even be Republican for real, for real. The
and that's a
one the people,
possibility.
yeah.
That's a
So
possibility.
even if they Democrat, it's not a belief. It's just something that you chose to go by. You know what I'm saying? It's something you picked and was like, okay, I'm gonna run with this just because the Republicans did me dirty here, or they always stick together. Whatever your choice is, or your. So I just think it was a 100% business transaction. You do this for me, and I'm gonna give you this. That was it. You know, I mean, look how many people we work with that we hate.
It's a
don't
lot of
don't don't even say, don't even say
it's
nothing. Don't even say
I'm not gonna say anything.
nothing.
I
But
know I just know that there's a lot of people that I dislike.
yeah, I
Not at
mean,
my current job, but
yeah,
from
but
previous job
hey,
that's at my current
but
job.
guess what? You go every day because you get paid.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
and
basically
they
the same
and they
thing.
need not say nothing to me. I promise you.
They just got paid. Nelly them just got paid a whole lot more money. That's all.
Man, they sure did.
So
Man, they just to kick the year off, they ain't got paid like
some
some bread.
bread. Yeah.
Drop it in the comments. I want to hear y'all thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do you think it was a slap in the face to the black community, or do you believe that it was the opportunity of a lifetime? Nelly said it best when he was trying to defend his point is that he didn't care who was being in office. If Harris had invited him over to the inauguration, he would have did it for her as well. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and all of that. So I really think it was just a business opportunity. It was a
Yep.
business move. Sometimes you have to take your personal feelings out of it if you choose to make money and move forward in life. I know that I've seen a lot of comments online that was kind of shaming Nelly for what he was doing, and
But
you know,
they can't just shame Nelly though. You know what I'm
I mean, I
saying?
mean, they were shaming Snoop Dogg as well.
Yeah,
They was bringing back the video and everything.
but once again, it's business, man. It's
It's
business.
it's a business move. I mean,
Yeah.
we really have to understand that money is going to talk amongst anything. When somebody
Mm-hmm.
says that I can buy you, it's literally that. There's no amount of money I think a person would turn down if it came to it. If what they were doing wasn't like grotesque or
Yeah.
anything like that.
But you know what? I believe if uh I don't come, let's say if I'm this that guy that got billions of dollars,
Yeah.
and if I don't tell somebody that I can buy you, I can pretty much get a person to do anything I want if I give them the right number.
That is true.
But
It's true.
if I say up front, oh, I could buy you, they're going to tell me no just because they want to prove to themselves that money don't run them. But if I walk up to them and we kicking it and I tell them I'll give you whatever such and such to do some wild stuff or anything, they'll do it, bro. Just because they don't have that type of money. To see that type of money in a lifetime, they'd be like, okay, yeah, that's all you want me to do? Okay, bet. So that's all I think it was. It was just a business transaction that they won on.
Hey, we gonna drop these questions in the live chat, so make sure y'all go ahead and comment out there, with these questions, because we want to hear y'all opinion on all of this. How do you feel about, the inauguration, the people that performed, and how they feel about it? So I say it was a great opportunity. Jeff said it was a great opportunity. Hell, it was a great opportunity for all of
Business
them.
opportunity. Yeah.
Now, there has been a
Mhm.
viral rumor. I don't know if you heard it about child support, the new child
Yeah, I
support law,
heard that.
or well, not well. Let me take it back. Let me take it back. Not new child support law, but maybe a possible child support law change
Yeah, I
that
heard that.
may be coming. Now, I already voiced my opinion about this. Okay. I voiced my opinion about
For
this.
sure.
And this is coming from a man that was on child support. Okay. This is coming from a man that was in agreement to switch off years of child support.
Hmm.
So, what the rumor is that if a woman puts a man on child support, now I don't know if this is going to happen, whether or not they're in a marriage or not. That's a different dynamic.
Hmm.
But if a woman puts a man on child support, then she cannot claim that child
On her
for
taxes.
her tax credit. She
Hmm.
can't get her child tax credit. Okay.
Hmm.
So I really want to hear y'all chime in about this. So I'm gonna give my perspective.
Hmm.
I think this is a great ass idea. I don't even know why I didn't think about myself. I don't know why anybody across the nation didn't think about this. Okay. Because what I see happening is this is going to negate so many women from putting men on child support, and i.e. the wrong man on child support. Because if you're going to take child support from me, but I get to claim the tax credit is pretty much in some cases more than the
You
damn
go get
child
in a
support.
year. Yeah.
It's more than the
Facts.
child support. I mean, just think about it. If he was already getting like $1,000 back, when he get the tax credit, and he got like multiple kids by you,
That's
oh,
that's
he gonna be
another
winning. Just think about
18, yeah.
all the women that was getting $8,000, $9,000, which I don't know how y'all were getting $8,000, $9,000, and y'all only had like one kid. I don't even know that hack. But getting $8,000, $9,000 on their kids. Now that money, if you got 3 kids by one guy, now he getting that money. Is you still gonna put him on child support? And you're liable to get maybe $500 to $600 per child, and he about to get probably like 8 racks, easy.
Hmm. I see. I'm about to go a different way with it,
Okay, hey, go ahead, run with it.
See, I gotta. To me, this got to be broke down because if the guy's doing a lot better than the mother and she's trying, but at the same time the kids is living with her more, I do think uh she should be able to get child support and claim the kids. But that's if the woman's trying. I'm not talking about a woman just sitting on her ass and just collecting child support. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the woman that's out there working, picking the kids up from school, taking them home, feeding them, clothing them, bathing them. I'm talking about doing the mother duty. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
And she's still coming up short with bread. I do think she should get child support and be able to claim the kids on taxes, especially if the father is what they call them holiday dad or
Weekend
a
dad.
weekend dad
Okay,
or a I come get him when I want him dad.
okay.
I can
Now,
understand that.
now I'm speaking on behalf of like the dads that's trying to be in the kid's life,
Now,
and or
okay.
the falsely accused
Okay. Right.
That's a perspective that I'm coming from. I'm not coming from the perspective of, oh, she's struggling and she needs the money and
But
she
we got
needs
to
the
look at it
money.
that way too, though. We got to look at it that way too.
Uh,
We got to look at it that way,
uh,
man. Nah.
no,
Now,
we don't have to. No, we don't have to look at. No, we don't have to look at that. I'm gonna tell you why.
why?
And this is not to be mean or
It's
anything.
definitely be
It's
mean.
not to be
But go
mean.
ahead.
It is because there are too many programs that benefit women than it does men. Even if the man had kids full time, it's too many programs that's out there that benefit the woman
I agree.
more than they benefit the man. If for the same scenarios,
I agree
for the
with
same
you.
scenario. So
But
even in that situation, she's still gonna get the child support money, but she's just not gonna get the tax credit.
I agree with you. But and it's in the defense of them ladies, same women, some of them programs that they be trying to get in or trying to get on, if you make a certain amount of money and you getting child support, they're not putting them in them programs because them programs are. That's why you run across a lot of females that don't have a job, not trying to get a job because they get kicked out of them programs. You see what I'm saying? So once again, the woman that's out there working, I ain't talking about just no 40-hour job. I'm talking about they doing overtime and everything, still taking care of the kids, still going to pick the kids up, or still trying to get the kids here and there. I understand them trying to get child support and the tax credit, especially when the dude ain't coming around. He making money, but he at the bar or he doing, this and that with some bread that he not trying to show his kid no love. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then you got like I said, you got those females that ain't trying to work, that ain't trying to do nothing, that's trying to stay on no programs and get money. Those ones, yes. Matter of fact, I personally think that the government should come down and make them go to work, like for real. And the ones that put the kid on the wrong guy, I think they should either
Prosecute them.
yeah, be on papers um for at least 2 years. I think they should either pay uh money as far as some type of here because you dirted this man's name up all through the courts.
Right.
Um, I think they should come up with something because if a guy go and say, "Oh, that's my baby mama," she mad and no, I ain't your baby mama. But you just told me, you was. I thought that was my son.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it should be something.
Also, there needs to be a rule where if if after the man signs a birth certificate
Mm-hmm.
and then goes and do the DNA test and finds out it's not his kid, he should no longer be legally obligated to child support to pay for that kid.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
That needs to be a change too, because in some situations, some men be head over heels.
Yeah. And find out the kid ain't his.
Find out the kid ain't his, whether it's 2 years later, 3 years later, whatever the case is.
I agree.
Then they should no longer be legally obligated, and the state should sue the mother to get that money back from her and then refund the father his money.
I agree with you 100%. 100%.
Because
well, I'm gonna say this. I think that they should sit and talk to the father. Hey, you want us to do this? Do you want your money back? Make the decision through the father, you know what I'm saying? Or through the guy. Don't just do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because some guys might be like, fuck it.
So we got a comment. So a comment says in that case, why not get the DNA test before signing? So here's the problem with that. There are a number of hospitals that don't do DNA tests on site.
And then you got those guys that just be so want a family so bad that they don't want a DNA test.
Right.
Now
DNA tests have become more affordable because you can go to CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, whatever, and you can go get a DNA test. And it's only like $30, $40 to do a swab and send it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then that will get you your results. So that's a lot easier. But even in that sense, what happens is that when you ask for a DNA test, some women get very offended by that question.
I mean, you shouldn't get offended if you know what is, you know what's
Not
in your body. You know what I'm
not
saying?
now. I'm going to be honest with you. When my son was born, I asked for a DNA test, and his mother agreed. So we was in agreement with that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't end up getting it until like 6 months later, but we were in agreement that I can do that before I sign the birth certificate. But that's not always the case.
No, but at the same time, if you got doubts and you think she's been around, you don't have to sign that you don't have to sign that birth certificate right off the back.
Nope, you
You
don't.
can let's put a pause on this until we get a DNA test. She could be mad all she want, you know what I'm saying? You just want to be sure. I mean,
And there's nothing. If you're not married to the person,
you shouldn't be mad.
even if you're married, in my opinion, but if you're not married to the person, you should definitely get a DNA test. I don't care how long you've been together. You're not around each other 24/7. And I don't really think it's a trust issue for asking for a DNA test. I don't think it's a trust issue.
Most people will look at it as a trust issue, but I'd look at it as reinsurance. That's all. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
women like to
You
be
could
reinsured. I want to be reinsured that I'm investing my time in a right person
yeah.
and building this family, and knowing that the family that I'm building, that
It's
the child
mine.
is mine. The child is mine
Yeah.
because
I don't want to know 17 years later, oh, he need a kidney. Oh, you ain't a match. How am I not a match?
and
Oh, you ain't got the same blood. What?
and that happens.
It
There's been a
happens.
lot of horror stories.
Yeah.
I came across this one story. I don't know how true it is, but it was very interesting. This father, this it was on, like, I think, like, divorce court or whatever, and this father had went and got a DNA test on all three of his kids. He has been married to this lady for over 50 years,
And when none of them hears,
and when none of them
I think I've
his,
seen that too.
and
Yeah.
and this man was in court hurt.
Crying, hurt. Yeah.
He always was suspicious that she was having sex with the plumber, which she said that he was just coming to fix something. And he was always like, well, what is he fixing? Ain't nothing to fix. But he was married to this lady for 60 years. She was in court boo-hooing, crying, the whole 9 yards. I love you. These are your kids and everything. 60 years later, they're well into like retirement age. And he found out that these kids aren't his, because he kept saying, like, I'm a well handsome guy. Them kids are ugly.
Damn. Damn.
It was like, dude, it was like,
I got some ugly kids. Like, damn,
he was
bro.
like, I'm handsome, but them kids, they ugly.
I mean, they had to be every bit of like 30, then they 30s, maybe 40s.
Maybe.
The kids.
But that's what I say, let, for the women out there, let these men um have reassurance and get the DNA test. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't hurt anybody.
Well, it hurts them if they lying. So,
Oh well,
I
yeah,
mean,
it does.
so it kind of do hurt.
Because think about it. If you end up marrying this person, then they say that, oh, this is not your child, then you're obligated to pay child support. You're obligated to pay child support. So you got to look at it from that perspective. We got to look at it from a more logical perspective, and look at what are we trying to do and how we're trying to move.
Facts.
I'm always trying to move where I'm going to be in the best financial position for me. Okay. So when it comes to think about marriage and think about kids and child support and stuff like that, it's kind of like you don't want to be on the wrong side, on the wrong side of the fence.
Right.
Okay. And when we talk about marriage, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the fence when it comes to marriage, because you married the wrong person and now they gone.
I mean, but you'll never know who the right person, who the wrong person.
I mean, that's why you stay with them for 10 years before you marry him.
What? Man, hell no.
I'm joking.
You only wasted 10 years.
But I mean, you definitely got to right to ask the right questions and kind of pay attention to like mannerisms. There's only so long a person can hide it.
I was about to say, I don't even think you can ask the right questions, bro. You can ask a million questions, bro, and you just got to do the time with the person, because time eventually. All right.
Polygraph.
Time eventually shows their true colors, but you can ask a person a million times different questions, and they still give you the same answer, and they could be cheating on you, they can be doing
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
It's just time will tell. Shit.
Time will definitely tell.
Yeah.
Time will definitely tell. All right. So, outside of that, we are talking about potential consequences and everything. It's gonna be
Hmm.
interesting to see if it does come to pass. Honestly, I don't know if it will or will not come to pass. It could just be a rumor. It could be just be something to kind of just stir the pot to see kind of what happens. So
Yeah.
one of the things that going into our next subject is, what are your thoughts on the release of the assassination documents for JFK, RFK, and MLK?
Um. I don't, bro. I'm gonna be 100 with
You
you,
don't care.
man, bro. Like, I mean, it probably would be fun to read.
Fun?
Yeah, it probably be fun to read.
Why is it fun to
I'm talking
read?
about the people that really, really wanted to know what happened or how it happened and who
Hmm.
all was involved. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. Like for
I,
real.
I honestly, I don't think that I don't think they're gonna come out
I mean, he signed the shit. I mean, it might not
before they come out.
pass. He signed it already.
Was it an executive order?
I think it
I
was.
didn't
I
see
think I
that.
think he signed it. Was it today or yesterday?
Okay, I
I
didn't.
think
I
he
didn't.
signed. He signed. He signed it. He signed it one day. I'm not for sure exactly when, but he signed it. But my thing is this: if you still want to know what happened to all that stuff, why are you living in the past so much? It's too much going on in life right now
Mm,
for you to be trying to figure out who killed them people. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I understand who they were. They was very,
I
very
mean,
important people. Yes.
yeah, they were very important people.
Yeah. But at the same time, life right now is about to change. So you while you waste, I'm not gonna say wasting your time, but while you taking time out to read all three of them, and which they probably long as hell.
I just want to. If they do come out, I just really want to just read like MLK. That's the only one that I want to see.
I'm a,
I don't care about JFK
I don't care about none of them.
and
I'm gonna be 100
RFK.
with you. I don't care
Like I
about
don't.
none of them. I know they all got assassinated. I know
They
that.
did.
I
I
know
did.
they all was trying for something better.
Right. Well, they not trying for something better. Let's distinguish it. They were trying. They were pushing the movement of Black people.
Right. Okay.
They were pushing the movement of Black people,
Okay.
and at that time, it wasn't acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So
So what do you really need to know besides that right there? They got killed because they were trying to push the movement for black people. Do you want to know the white man name that pulled the trigger?
I mean,
Who
so
me? Oh.
you literally got the questions over there. Like you typed them into the computer.
Oh.
Oh, that's a producer. He asked the questions.
um
All you missing is RFK. Kids don't listen.
but yeah, I bro, that's not gonna help me feed my kids. That's not gonna help me uh know anything more about their life or about how they was trying to go about uh they was doing how they was doing it, because
Mhm.
now at this point you can't even try to use the same tools that they were using back then,
True.
because this is a whole nother era now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts. Now,
he said that like he was just doing something great, like, yeah, I'm gonna do
so,
this.
so that takes me into my follow-up question. Why do you think that he wants to release this particular information? Because obviously there is something in there that is very damning, but that's gonna. I don't believe he doesn't do everything. President Trump doesn't do anything without a reason,
Right.
and I believe that him releasing these is going to propel his popularity because there's something in there. It's something in there, and somebody's going to do the cliff notes, and I'm gonna watch
Hmm.
that. But there's something in there that we shouldn't know, because I think they release classified files like after 50 years or whatever,
I
or
don't
they
know
can release classified files after 50 years depending on what they
what
are.
happened.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's 50.
I think he
Don't quote me
doing.
on that. Somebody drop it in the comments. Let me know.
I think he doing it because he want to be the first president to do it,
I don't.
and
Go ahead.
and for him to be the first president to do it, though people that's really into, I gotta know what happened back then.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be very popular with them, very popular,
Because
and then
very popular with the conspiracy theorists. Go ahead.
yes,
Yep.
yes, and then if ain't nothing in them to say something different, everybody and their mama gonna have something to say. Oh, I knew he was dirty, or I knew he was messed up, or he took some money from them, or it's gonna be something,
It's gonna
bro.
be something.
Whenever you open up a book like this, you can give it to 10 different people. 10 different people will have 10 different outcomes, and they all go say, "Oh, he was the wrong one. Oh, he was the wrong one." So it's just something for because for people to go crazy on, man. That's it. I think he's trying to cause. I'm not I'm not sure, but he could be trying to cause a little chaos this way,
Mm-hmm.
so something else
So,
he doing this way can pop off even more.
so, so look at it like this. What if in those documents it was the Democrats that ordered the hit?
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
I'm just, I'm just,
I,
I ain't trying to be conspiracy theory. I'm just trying to figure out what's what's
I,
going, what is going to be in his best benefit.
I'm gonna ask you like this here. Do you think? I mean, I'm not. Well, yeah. Do you think anything on no papers will surprise anybody? Like for real?
Yeah,
You think so?
yeah.
Why would it surprise you?
What- Because it's unknown information. Surprise. You know what I mean?
No, that's no, hell no, hell no. Just because it's unknown, just because it's unknown doesn't mean I had a good idea that it was them. You know what I'm saying? I don't put nothing past nobody, bro. It could have been the Democrats with 4-5 Republicans, or it could have been people that just was tired of them pushing this
Narrative.
yeah.
Okay.
Or it could have been the KKK. Hold on, we sick of this. Or it could have been a NRA. Or it could have been anybody, bro.
It could have. It could
So
have.
it could have been 4 black teenagers. It would not surprise me because once again, guess what? That was a business transaction again.
Okay.
I'll pay you. I'll make sure your family is set up if you go do this for me.
And what see, I see now I'm coming up with all kind of ideas. I
See
don't want
what
to be.
I'm saying?
I don't want to be. I don't want to be conspiracy theorist. But
you are.
I don't want to be. But I'm just saying that there are certain ideas
When Bush,
that come to pass.
yes.
When you start to think about why these classified documents are going to be unveiled and who was behind the attack, because obviously there can't be one lone man
Hell no.
to do this. It
gotta
had
be
to
a
be
group of
it
people,
had to be
bro.
a group, and it had to be a coordinated effort.
Yeah. Now, once again, while you sitting here reading these 3, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be
hard.
like almost 500 to 600 pages long.
I'm gonna reread hard.
If not longer.
I'm gonna be
While you
hard.
reading them, he's gonna be over here. Oh, they reading that. let's pass this. Let's pass that, and let's pass this.
I mean, we already know it's gonna be for the okie doke.
Yeah, so
We already know it's gonna be for the okie doke.
why go for the okie doke when that's when you know that's all he do. He set some off over here. He set these bombs off over here, and he light this fuse. It might burn slow, but when it blow, it's go do some damage.
Facts.
So it's not now. You might have that question, so I ain't even gonna go there. But go ahead, bro. Next, go ahead, bro.
So moving to our next subject. You know, it was reported that 13 million people are going to get deported.
See what I say? Boom. Talked it up.
13 million people are going to get
13
deported.
million. What?
What do you think that's going to do for the economy?
Oh boy, the economy.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot
Man,
of jobs that I
it's
don't
gonna,
plan on doing, or I don't think anybody plan on doing.
man, that's now
Because
that. Go ahead,
here's the
bro.
thing. You want me to go?
No, go ahead, bro.
Here's the thing. I be going first a lot lately. I'm
Hey.
on one in 2025. So here's the thing. Let's really look at it. There are jobs that don't offer any benefits, that it's paid a low wage. And let's be quite honest, it's really just you have to be a particular person to want to do this job. Let's really be honest. And the foreigners that come over, the Mexicans, however you want to look at them, the aliens,
the mother people, fuck them.
The other people, the other minorities. Okay.
Yep.
When you look at them, they're willing to do the grunt work
that we ain't willing to do.
That nobody else is willing to do.
Exactly.
Now you can say that they're murderers. You can say that they're killers. You can say that over in Mexico they was part of the gang life and everything.
They was.
I mean, MS-13 is like one of the biggest groups in America. They are.
Who was the most known serial killer?
Ted Bundy.
Was it Ted Bundy? He Mexican?
Nah, he Anglo-Saxon.
He what? I didn't hear you. He's what?
Anglo-Saxon. That's another word for Caucasian.
Wait, say it again.
Anglo-Saxon.
No, say that one more time.
What? Caucasian?
Okay. Just in case that nobody else know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all all talking about he's bringing all these killers over here. Motherfucker. We got Ted Bundy. What other serial killers we got, man? Well, I'm not saying we.
Well, the most notorious ones.
Ted Bundy.
The most notorious.
Crazy, man. Stop playing, bro.
What?
Stop playing.
Yeah, Ted Bundy is probably the most notorious.
Stop playing, bro.
That I would say is probably well known.
So that's one guy, right?
Yeah, that's one guy.
And they saying over there they got gangs. Shit, yeah. We got gangs here too, don't we?
We do.
We got gangs here. So what he really saying is what is he really saying? I don't even know for real, because now that who go do all them houses that people trying to build? Who go crawl up under them houses and hold that wood that them people was holding?
Because let's be honest, America you can't get away with paying low wages in America. Minimum wage is still like $7 and some change. Okay. So when it comes to illegals coming over here that's trying to go for citizenship, let's be honest, they're going to do the grunt work
for years.
I'm not getting up on the roof.
I'm not, man.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind learning, but I don't want to. I'm not a friend of the elements. See, I like to be in the office.
Only roof I'm getting on is mine.
Person.
That's the only roof I'm getting on is mine.
Or going out there and cutting grass and stuff like that, being in the elements and everything. Like, you got to imagine, like, they come over here, they can start their own business with little to less than nothing.
They don't even speak English. But you got them cutting your grass, cutting your hedges, watering your
and you have to understand that a lot of people and a lot of people say it best is that the government makes a good job of making an enemy out of somebody else. They'll turn poor people against rich people. They'll turn poor people against other poor people, and they all poor.
Yep.
And now they turn us against illegals that's willing to do the work that we're not willing to do.
So who y'all think go do them jobs that all these 13 million, you said 13 million, right?
13 million.
All these 13 million people is about to get deported. Who you think gonna do them jobs?
Not one. And not to mention, along with that, and this may be a reach. I'm gonna show you how far I'm about to reach. They're getting rid of the birthright citizenship.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
So that's going away. Now let's be quite honest. I'm gonna reach. Jeff, I'm gonna need you to hold with me.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm reaching with you. Come on.
Okay. So if you say that there's no longer a birthright to citizenship, right? Okay. So does that include the whole 13 million? I'm gonna wait. So
Mm.
let's say that let's say
So the
that's
number about
double
to
or
go
triple.
up.
Let's say it's double or triple, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not mistaken, black people are not considered citizens; they consider
Mm.
property,
Mm.
right?
They
So, and we
were.
were, and follow me,
Mm.
follow me. I'm reaching, I'm
Mm.
reaching. So we're considered property, right, per the Constitution,
Mm.
and we have not gained our citizenship, right? So
What does that mean for us?
what does that mean for us? Because the property had children that had birthright citizenship.
Mm.
Do we no longer have birthright citizenship?
Mm.
And not to mention, here's another reach. Some of us gave our DNA to ancestry.com that got bought out by a big corporation.
Mm.
Am
Mm.
I am I reaching? Am
I'm
I
right.
reaching?
I'm right there with you. Let's
Am
go.
am I reaching?
Let's reach.
Am I reaching?
so
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 go
so
ahead.
does that mean we about to get deported too? Where we getting deported to? So when he say let's make America great again, does that mean let's make America white all over? Is that what that means?
Oh, but you did see Elon Musk do the Hitler sign.
Oh yeah, he did. But they saying he was throwing his heart out to people. He was throwing my heart out.
No,
Throwing my heart out. Man, if you don't stop playing, man, my boy, let me tell you something. These y'all,
we may have to blur that out.
Is that better? These are about to be the 4 craziest years, because if Elon Musk could get up there and do that on national television and not give a fuck about who see it,
and the classification is blue eye, white, blue eyes, that's
blonde hair, that type
hair,
shit,
blue eyes. That that is a classification.
We fuck.
That's that. And don't get me wrong. Like I'm gonna be completely honest. This is a real discussion. This has nothing to do with my political beliefs or anything. This is primarily a discussion on how
facts.
I'm on the facts that I'm seeing, and out of my observation, what the consequences can go towards there. I'm not making any judgment towards what Trump doing, what he not doing, what he should be doing, but based on the evidence that's been presented, I am entitled to an opinion of observation, and that's all I'm presenting. So go in the comments.
Way to clean that
up. Go in the comments. I mean, and this goes for the podcast. This goes for everybody that comes on the podcast. This goes for Jeff as well. But we are looking at the facts, providing observation of opinion based on the things that we see. It does not align with our political beliefs or anything like that.
I don't have political beliefs.
No political beliefs over here whatsoever.
Nah, I'm good.
So it's really a strong discussion on the things on what we see.
Yeah.
On what we see. And this is what we're seeing, and we are interpreting what we see based on, we're interpreting what we our opinion based on what we see. And what we're seeing is that propaganda has been pushed for President Trump to get into office. What we have seen, that is something that has been seen. That is something that has been presented. And now a lot of things have been signed into law that has been removed, which brings us into our next position, which is the policy that there's only 2 genders. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not the type that is against the alphabet community. I'm not against them. I am against some of them that push their agenda on kids and manipulate them into believing that they could be any sex that they want to, or because they're anything that they want to, because they're impressionable at a very young age. I am against that.
100%.
I'm against that. But what Trump is doing not only affects their community, but it affects diversity as a whole. And when we talk about diversity, we're not just talking about minorities. We're not just talking about Black people. Okay. We are talking about all people.
Period.
That that go into that go into a program, that go into the workplace or whatever, and want to be treated fairly.
Mm-hmm.
Diversity is not about giving somebody a leg up over somebody else. That's not what diversity is. Diversity is basically saying that I can walk into this place of business, I can walk into this job, I can walk into
Yeah.
whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
solely be judged on who I am and not my color, not my
Mm-hmm.
race, not
A
wearing a turban.
somewhat of a same playing field, somewhat
Yes.
of level playing field,
Yes.
somewhat. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It still got little lumps in it, but
So
somewhat.
when you're talking about now, do I agree with the whole concept of man and woman? Yes, because I think some people are a little bit delusional because they become women and think that they're actually women. That you're not an actual woman.
Man.
That's
Mm.
just that's just nonsense. You can't have kids, and the ones that turn into men, you can't produce semen to have a baby. So let's move away from the delusion of it. But when we're talking about diversity, it really stands more for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
because before diversity, primarily what was in a workplace was white men. So and you have to understand your history. Then, you had some black people out there that was working, but it really wasn't any core jobs.
Mm.
Then when we went into the next world war, then you had to start putting women in work. So
Yep.
then women wanted to start working, and they march so they can keep working.
Yep.
So this whole diversity, equity, inclusion, it affects, honestly, I believe it affects women and minorities, because we got to separate women and minorities. We have to. It affects minorities and affect women, especially black women, more than anybody else. There's already still a disparity between women and men pay.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? Because now people are being, diversity is being diminished
Mm-hmm.
and downsized.
Yep. I mean, like I said, I like that what he said. He about to take, it's only two genders. He go, you male, you female, that's it. Because now that takes the men out of the women's sports.
Yep.
That takes the men out of
Which is fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
because I watched this one where there's I think it was the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. This boxer was a woman. She was running through the woman, and then she ran into a man and got whooped because he identified as a woman.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then you had this man identify as a woman, went to the women's prison and impregnated, like, I think 3 or 4 women.
Yep. Yep.
So it's like, if you don't see the
Delusion.
delusion or the pure wrongness in that,
Mm-hmm.
then there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. It just is. If that's like going to a fifth grader's birthday party and busting all their balloons and taking their toys. Why? What are you doing? Oh, I identify as a fifth grader. What? You can't
Mm-hmm.
you can't just do this. This is you 38 years old. Come on, stop playing. Man, no. So I don't disagree with a lot of stuff that he say. What Trump say. I agree with a lot of stuff he say. It surprised me, yes, but I do agree with that right there because now I don't have to walk in my kid's school. Not saying I did, but I've seen it online where they walked in his kid's school and they were celebrating
Pride Day.
Pride Day.
Pride Month.
Yeah. And they had the rainbows. They was telling the little kids they could wear dresses. The boys could wear dresses or whatever you want to wear. My son is going to school dressed as a boy, just like he's dressed every day. I don't want to hear my son telling me, "Oh, I learned in class that I can be a girl if I want to be. I just got to wait a couple of years to go up under a knife, daddy." What? Come on, man. I don't want to hear my kids talk like that. I want my kids to be kids for as long as they can because when they start being adults, that's when all the problems come.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need them to have problems from the age of 7 because now my boy want to be a girl all the way to, come on, man, that's too much pressure on a kid.
Facts.
And then, so I was on the internet. Once again, the internet never fails you, I promise you. This one lady, man, transgender, had a date, and she was trying to figure out when should she tell the guy that she's a transgender. But they was online talking wild, talking a little nasty here, a little nasty there, and the transgender invited him over. She's saying, I'm gonna tell him, I'm trying to get geeked up so I can tell him when he come in. That is not the right time to tell that man you a transgender. You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's what I mean by some people just never had common fucking sense.
Yeah.
Because if we've been talking and I'm thinking I'm about to come over and eat and drink and we about to get down, and you tell me you a transgender, the first thing I'm gonna think about is I waste my gas coming over here.
Yeah.
I waste my time, and I'm over here rubbing on your leg, and you a transgender?
I hope you ain't rubbing the wrong one.
Man, you
gonna
case.
100%. Can't move too far up.
100% case, man. 100% case. Because you should have told me this. That should be in your what's that shit called?
In your bio.
Yeah, that should be in your transgender. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not in your bio, why are you hiding it? You hiding it now.
Facts.
So I agree with Trump, man. Hey, I'm with him on that. I'm with him on that.
And then we got to understand, even in that situation, there has been a lot of them, the transgender, that have been beat up because they've told the man too late.
Yeah.
And they have either they have been killed or they have been, they have been beat up pretty badly.
But what do you expect from a man with so much pride or with so much respect as a man for you to come over and now everybody see you at this house? They know what this house is.
Yeah.
If anybody ride past, they know, oh, that's a transgender house, man. What are you doing over there? What do you expect this man to do?
Yeah.
He go lose it. We already got so much pressure and stuff on our head, and then you want to throw this on top of us?
I mean, think about how everybody look at Eddie Winslow. I mean, that's his real name. I don't know the man's real name. But trust me,
he don't care though.
I've seen it a few times,
But he don't care though.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
And my thing is this: if you think it's okay for you to be with a transgender, more power to you.
More power to you.
I am not mad at you.
Hell no. Everybody love is love.
That transgender told you they was transgender when y'all met. And you said, I mean, well, how is he gonna find out?
I don't
know. Too late? Okay.
It could be a situation.
But once again, he was okay with it. If it's continuing on.
I mean, if he felt like this is the best love he ever had,
there you go. I ain't mad at him.
But there was some secret flavor that he didn't know he had.
Hey, that's his choice. But if I meet you and you transgender, just let me know. No problem. I even hug you. No problem. Cool.
Facts.
Don't get no liquor in me.
Yeah.
Why would you want to get liquor in me and tell me this?
Bullseye just all red at that point.
Man, what?
Boy.
And I don't even hit females.
It's not a female though. Look at you. Already violation of the new policy. Already. So moving on. So the next subject, and this is one that we should have all seen coming. So no, but all 1,500 people that attacked the Capitol
for sure
was pardoned. So those that were in jail, those that
and getting their
on
shit
probation
scrubbed.
And everything are being pardoned
and getting their shit scrubbed
because they're true Americans. So
I just want to know, when was America great again? That's what I want to know, because that proves to me right there it's just not great. I don't understand this. How are you pardoning?
Let's be honest. If it was any other group of people that did that,
they'd be thugs, gangsters,
terrorists.
Yeah.
And they would be either in jail or shot.
So my thing,
Security wouldn't be
how are you pardoning
se-
all these people?
security wouldn't be helping them.
How are you?
He pardoned Kwame.
That
That's how he
don't
got.
count, bro.
That's how he got the vote.
That don't
He
count.
pardoned. He was like, "I'm gonna pardon
Kwame
Kwame."
Parr gave him some money.
I'm surprised Kwame not in this cabinet.
Man, he can't have no criminal in his cabinet.
It's a whole bunch of
He
criminals
can
in this
only be the
cabinet.
only one criminal. Well, you know what? He do got it. Yeah, you right.
Some of the people in that cabinet are so
He got a
unqualified.
whole prison in his cabinet.
It,
He got a whole prison in his cabin, bro. Like for real. That's crazy.
I don't really want to spend too much time on that one because it's not
that's
much.
What get me in trouble.
No, I mean it's just not nothing much to say there. I mean he pardoned these people that did something 4 years ago and they're getting pardoned. You know.
So how was that? How was that not terrorist attack though? How is that not kind of like a terrorist attack? Because they was on American soil.
Yeah.
They went into a well-known.
They went to a federal building.
Well-known federal building that was trying to be protected by the workers that was supposed to protect. Now, did nobody call the army out there or the National Guard or none of that because
it's a peaceful protest. It's a peaceful protest.
Go ahead, the next one, bro.
I told you, I'm getting in trouble with this one. Nothing there. It's nothing there. So I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna actually jump over the last one, in lieu of time, and talk about it's equal opportunity, equal. God dang it.
Equal opportunity? Well,
no, it's not equal opportunity.
I'm about to say, no, we don't have that.
No.
The
yes.
act of what?
He see you say the same thing. Is so he got rid of the EEO. Employee and equal
equal employment.
Yeah, equal employment opportunity. So got rid of that.
Look at that face. Terrible.
So basically, a lot of people have their opinions about it. They believe that this act was given a leg up, because Black people are always a target. It was given a leg up for Black people so they can meet a quota. Now, again, this falls along with diversity. It's not about walking in. You're telling me that you're going to hire somebody of another color that's unqualified for the job because you have a perceived notion of a minority that either they're lazy, they don't want to work, they're not going to come to work, but yet they hold a master's degree, or meet all the qualifications that your job description has, only to turn around and say, nope, we're going to pick this unqualified person because we don't believe you're going to do the job. Just to say that,
or we can pay them less.
It's not. I don't think it's about a quota. I honestly believe that in all situations that you have to pick the best qualified individual for the job. It doesn't have to do with his background, where he came from, what their name is, how their hair look, how big they are, what color their eyes, none of that stuff. Purely on skill set. They still discriminate against people by their zip code. They still discriminate against people by their name. We already understand that Black people have some very colorful names. They discriminate them against that. No matter what their degree is, they discriminate them against that. And that shouldn't be the case because their quality of work should speak for itself.
Don't matter. You got to see that person, bro. It don't even matter. These companies are about money. Yes, that's the number one, that money. But when you walk in, they want them to see a professional person, and they don't think we can be professional people. Our looks can't be professional people. That's why they want to get, hey man, I know you got dreadlocks, but do you want to cut them? Can you cut them?
Yeah.
Or ma'am, you got blue hair. Can you dye it back black or something? I mean, they just it's just whatever, man.
It
These
is.
companies are just fucked, and we put a business minded company man into the White House.
Yeah.
So you
And
can't be mad at nobody but
those that voted for him.
the vote,
So
the ones that's getting deported. That's who
because they didn't
voted.
vote.
Like,
They didn't vote. They got citizenship. They
yeah,
can't
you know what I'm
vote.
saying?
There's 13 million votes that could have been for,
Hey,
the other lesser evil. Honestly, neither one of them was best candidates. I'm gonna be honest. Like neither one was the best candidate.
I don't even think we need a fucking president for real. For real, I think we just need
Congress.
yeah, like for real. Why do we
They
need
Congress
one
run
person?
Congress run everything anyway.
All right, because that okay, he makes the big he makes the big
I don't know. He makes the
right.
big something.
He make fuck
Big
it.
statues. He made big statues.
I'm trying to find out what he made. I mean, he don't
He's a
make no
figurehead.
big decisions. He just
Nope.
one guy to sit there and everything go through Congress before he even makes a decision. So when he pushed the button, okay, president, push the button. Okay.
I mean, if you ever watch Schoolhouse of Rock, I'm just a bill. It explains it.
Man,
It explains it all. It got to go to the House. It got to go to the Senate. Even if it go to the president to sign,
it still gotta go through people.
it still got to go through people before it get there.
That's crazy. I
And
still want to know
and
when
you
was American great?
and you got to understand, the Supreme Justices can stop
Everything.
everything.
It can
like if they see
everything. It can tell him to shut the fuck up. Sit down.
if they deem something unconstitutional,
They can stop it.
it gets shut down.
Yeah.
Like automatically, like don't pass go, nothing.
Yeah.
It automatically gets shut down. So again, the president is merely
Just a guy sitting up there, man.
just somebody
Making
you can point
money.
to, somebody you can point your finger at. He is a representative for the whole country.
Yep.
That is essentially what his position is.
Mhm.
A representative for the whole country. You can't send all of Congress to go have a conversation at a nation's meeting. You need to send one person. Who do you send?
The president. Man, we can have a conference call. We don't need a president. I just want to know, can somebody tell me when was America great? That's what I want to know. When was American great?
Well, we went from America being great. Now we're going into the golden age of America.
The golden age.
Yeah, he said we're about to step into the golden age of America.
Man, all right.
Last time I heard the golden age was about 50, 60 years ago, was when they were talking about the golden age. I
50,
could be
50,
wrong.
56 years ago.
70, 80 years ago.
I think it was about 100.
100? I could be
What
wrong.
was we at about 100 years ago?
don't know.
Wasn't he still trying to hang us and shit? That's the golden
I
year?
mean, they still kind of do that now. We still got sundown cities, so
yeah, we do.
So I mean, that still happens now today.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and we, you know what, and yeah, so
that is our show.
About to get in trouble.
If you like this shirt, drop dope shirt in the comments. If you like the shirt, hey,
we'll have some new ones next week.
We're gonna have some new ones
next show.
We gonna have some new ones. We're gonna have some new ones on the next show.
Facts.
All right. So I'm MG, Jeff No Chaser. We're gonna catch y'all the next go around. Peace.